As we have studied that atom is the smallest particle of the matter and atoms of same or different elements combine together to form molecules of the compounds. Let's study the chemical combination laws, the laws which govern that how atoms combine with each other to form the compounds. There are two chemical combination laws which are in the syllabus of class ninth. These are law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. The third law of multiple proportion is not in the syllabus. It will be taught in the senior classes later on. These laws are formulated by the scientist after many scientific experiments have been done and they are proved. These laws let the idea of atom and atom being the smallest particle of the substance. Also, these laws are the fundamental basic of the Dalton's atomic theory, which gave the concept of atom being the smallest particle of any matter. So let's study these laws in detail one by one with some examples of mathematical calculations also. In 18th century, scientists have performed some chemical reactions, after which they have observed that there was no change in the mass of the reactants and the products. This gave the birth of the law of conservation of mass. This law was given by Antoine Lavoisier in 1774. According to his law, he stated that matter cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. Or we can understand this that in a chemical reaction, the reactants which form some products, in both the cases, the mass remains unchanged. So, as the mass remains unchanged of reactants and products, the mass is said to be conserved. Here, the total mass refers to the mass of the matter in all states, solids, liquids, or gases, including air itself. This can be clearly understood by the following example that when calcium carbonate is heated, it produces calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas is released. If 100 gram of calcium carbonate is heated, then 44 gram of carbon dioxide and 56 gram of calcium oxide is produced. If we measure the masses on the both sides, then reactants and products have equal masses. This proves the law of conservation of mass. What do you observe in this picture? The wood is burnt in the presence of oxygen and carbon dioxide and water vapor is produced with the ashes of wood. This is an animated result to make you understand the law of conservation of mass as the reactant which the wood is burnt in the presence of oxygen results in the ashes and other products the masses remain same. This is the numerical problem showing law of conservation of mass as the reactant sodium carbonate and ethanoic acid are given in the amount 5.3 gram and 6 gram respectively. So the total mass becomes 11.3 gram. After the reaction, sodium ethanoate, carbon dioxide and water is produced and the masses are 8.2 gram, 2.2 gram and 0.9 gram. Total is 11.3. Again, the masses remains same. As it is clear by this example that the mass of reactants and the mass of products are equal, this proves the law of conservation of mass during any chemical reaction. The law of constant proportions was given by Proust in 1779. He performed so many experiments on compounds to analyze their chemical compositions, and he found that the proportion of each element present in a compound remains constant. Based on his observations, he proposed his theory that a chemical compound always consists of the same elements combined together in the same proportion by mass. This is also known as the law of constant proportion. For example, the constant proportion of mass in the molecule of water, hydrogen and oxygen remains in 1:8. This proves that the compound, doesn't matter from which source it is taken, the elements remain same and their mass percent also remains same. This is an animated representation of combination of the atoms of hydrogen and oxygen in the 2:1. The one molecule of water is always prepared by one atom of oxygen and two atoms of hydrogen. Similarly, we can observe many compounds in this picture like nitrogen oxide, one atom of nitrogen and one atom of oxygen combined together. In water molecule, one atom of oxygen, two atoms of hydrogen. In nitrogen dioxide, one atom of nitrogen, two atoms of oxygen. And in carbon dioxide, one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen are combined together to form their compounds, and their percentage of mass always remains same. Let's discuss a sample problem that 1.288 gram of copper oxide was obtained from 1.03 gram of copper, and in another experiment 3.672 gram of copper oxide gave on reduction 2.938 gram of copper. To verify the law of constant proportion. So in first case, if we calculate the mass of oxygen by subtracting the mass of copper from copper oxide and then calculated the ratio of copper and oxygen, it was found to be 4:1. In the second case, again, the mass obtained of oxygen by the subtraction from copper oxide to copper, the mass and the ratio of the copper and oxygen is found to be 4:1 again. This proves that doesn't matter from which source the compound is taken, the elements remain same and the mass and the composition of their masses also remain same.